Howdy guys, welcome to Rune Revolution. I'm Ethan Stahl. Let's talk. I did get around to that research today, so we can start talking about some more of the stuff here. For size, I'm not gonna go into specifics. I'll show a couple pictures throughout the video, but the size is it's well over here. It's well over 1 million. The Circle of Profit said basically if the market is any less than 1 million, it's possible to make money, but it's not really scalable. If it's more than 1 million, then you should be good. This is well over 1 million, so I'm not too worried about that. It was talking about using sources like ClickBank, Udemy, Google. Yeah, those three are the main ones. And the process was something along the lines of just search. Because, I mean, think about it. You're embodying your potential customer. So if someone's looking for something that you would be selling, you try to emulate that and type in what you think they would type in. You look up the kind of keywords that you think they would be looking for. And play around with it. Really imagine that you're looking for a specific type of thing that you could provide. And then look at it from every angle and see all the different things that someone could type in to get to that. So that's what that exercise was about. For popularity, I'm going to put it as the same, but for this, you look at Facebook, Facebook Audience Insights specifically. Now, I was looking, you target multiple countries and a couple specific interests. Now, one of the things that I learned today was that if I'm just targeting the specific keywords for runes or rune casting, that's a bit too narrow and I don't think I'll make money off of that. However, that's not the only thing that I'm interested in anyway, and it wasn't what I intended to start the channel on. It's, I'm interested in lore and myths and that kind of stuff in general. Just this whole occult kind of persona, it fascinates me. I don't wish to become the stereotype. I actually hope in my research that I can break that a bit, because I don't think you should have to be, wearing all black and wearing black makeup all the time, and just look. I have nothing wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I don't think you need to call attention to yourself visually or act super differently to be interested. To be interested as a layman in the occult or magic or anything like that. Now, if you do, that's fine, but I do think it has a way of isolating a group from the rest of most of society when you choose to act and dress and live quite differently. And maybe that's what you want, but I'm interested in bridging that gap a little bit, because I think there's some interesting lessons that we can all learn from that kind of stuff if we look at it from a little bit of a different perspective. Now, Facebook Audience Insights gave me some interesting things. I'll have pictures up on the screen, but the last thing is long-term potential. Now, unfortunately, I'm really not sure how long-term someone's interest or the average person's interest in a cult. I feel like it would either be very long or very short with not a lot of in-between, but I don't know. For example, I'll probably be into this for the rest of my life. Now, that's me saying this as a 15-year-old, so, I mean, hell, at the end of this year, I could look back on it and say, oh boy, I'm not interested in that anymore, but doubt it. I feel like you either get super into it and you become one of those people that isolate, and maybe this is just the stereotypes that I've heard about these kinds of people, and maybe it's not. That's what the research is for, but as I do more research and talk to more people about this, I'll be interested in understanding what I guess I'll be interested in learning what kinds of people are into this. I know there are the ones that there are the stereotypes out there. Obviously, that's how stereotypes come about. Either there are a few members that are like that, or somebody interprets it to be like that. Anyway, that's not the point. The long-term potential for this, I don't know, but I feel like it's long enough for me to try it out. I really do. I don't see any particular reason why this isn't a viable market, like completely viable. So, then what's next, Ethan? You pretty much filled out this chart. I'll do something like this. This is like the interest axis. And you're either I feel like people are either like totally plus plus or totally minus minus, and there's not a lot of in between. But, we'll see. Now, then, Ethan, you've done your market research and you've decided that it's a viable market. How do you go about targeting the market and selling them things? Well, that's a good question. These are where the more practical chapters of the Circle of Profit come in. Now, actually, I did want to show you something. Today I got my physical copy, which I'm actually pretty happy about. I am a big fan of physical books. Just page turning and a space to annotate and mark in that's my deal. So I got the physical copy. I started reading. It's not like I haven't read most of the stuff in it before, but I read the first edition. This is the second edition. Maybe there's something different, and either way it'll help me to refresh my memory and get that going. So, for next time, what we're going to start doing, now we can get back to some of the stuff in the first chart. This needed to be done before we got to that other stuff. Now would be the time to focus on an opt-in page and target some specific affiliate products that we want to market. And with that, we have a plan for tomorrow. So, this has been Rune Revolution. I'm Ethan Stahl, signing off.